bait off the edge too.
How about 5 fish, 20 pounds is our goal. Good morning. What is up, MFers? Welcome back down to Florida. Today we're gonna do a show and go. I'm excited for this. We're in a place that I've never been before, and that is the south portion of the St. Johns River. There's actually day 4 of the Elite Series tournament is going on today. This is the last day, and then our official practice on the St. Johns River starts tomorrow. Now, we're fishing a part of the river that's actually further south than we're allowed to go in the tournament. It is off limits for our tournament, so we are able to fish here during a not official practice day. It is not off limits for us to be on, but it is off limits for the tournament. Anyways, cleared it up with the director and everything, and it's no big deal. It's common to do this type of thing. But I figured we'd come out. We have a day free before we go to do actual practice starting tomorrow on the St. Johns. This will be a great opportunity for us to not only get some good content and teach you guys some stuff, but I'll be able to get kind of dialed into how this river system fishes, because this is a crazy place. There's tidal influxes, there's backwaters, there's deep ledge type looking stuff, there's shallow lily pads and grass and overhanging trees. It's gonna be a fun place to go fish and break it down. And I think I'm gonna be able to share some stuff with you on my screens, visually what I'm looking for on the bank and everything, of how we're gonna break this place down. Our goal today, we've never been here before. It's giant. It literally is 300 miles of river. We're gonna fish about a 10 to 20 mile section, I think. How about 5 fish, 20 pounds is our goal for the 5 fish, which is, you know, kind of probably overzealous, but we're gonna go for it. And we have let's do a 5-hour time limit. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right now. It's actually 8:51. We just launched. By the time we get anywhere, it's gonna be 9 o'clock. We're gonna give us till 1 o'clock p.m. and see what we can get to pull back on our string. That does not give us much time, but I'm gonna tell you guys as we go along the way exactly what I'm looking for, and help you guys catch more fish in a brand new body of water. So throughout practice, you guys know I use all the tools available, all the different types of electronics, mapping, and right here on the phone is no different. I will be definitely using the Deep Dive app. They're actually sponsoring this video, and the reason that I like to use the Deep Dive app is it's got layers on it that there's no other mapping system that I own that has, and that is there's a water inflow parts, there's water clarity estimates throughout the entire chain, and there's even a wind effects map, so I can see how the wind is going to affect those areas. For those of you guys that know Florida fishing, it's kind of a lot like smallmouth fishing in that when the wind blasts into an area, muddies it up, it really turns those fish off. And it's supposed to be a lot of wind and storms as the week kind of goes on here. So I can see on the map ahead of time, even with the weather predictions, where all that wind is gonna be blowing, depending on which lake I'm on, so I can, you know, not waste my time in practice fishing those areas. If you guys wanna check out the Deep Dive app, I'm gonna link it right down below at the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store. Check it out, and it's just gonna help you guys catch more fish and be more efficient with your time on the water. Okay, so we launched here in Lake Beresford, whatever that means. But if you look at it in kind of the section we're able to fish, so we can't go past this bridge. That's tournament waters up that way. So we have to stay south of this bridge right here. But you got kind of, you know, some little backwater creeks. A lot of these don't even have any contours in them because they're so small and probably flat. But it's post-spawn into a summer pattern, water temperature's coming up. It's probably leveled out there, about 73 degrees. So these fish have probably gotten off the spawn. Some of them, since it's Florida, probably are still spawning. I am gonna be looking at backwater areas, but the biggest thing with the river fishing is they wanna be near current generally, especially the ones that are feeding. And you got all this long river channel, all this stuff going on, but where I'm gonna focus, especially since I don't have a lot of time, is areas where that lake dumps in, like right here. Should be a good spot maybe for some fish setup somewhere along this ledge. It's an outer swing. There's a massive backwater where all these fish can come in and spawn on this giant lake right here. A lot of them probably never even leave this lake, but we're gonna check some of these creek channel ledges like this one right here. You know, you come over here to this spot, looks like the river it separates out there kind of to a backwater. So we'll check the mouths of some of the river, mouths of some of the backwaters, especially where it swings like that. Channel swings are great because that's where it congregates the current when it's wrapping around. And that's the type of stuff we're gonna look at kind of to start. Try to get some easy ones, get us going, get an idea of how these fish like to set up in this type of habitat. There we go, that's what we wanna see right there. So for those of you guys that are not super familiar with side imaging, totally understand that. These divots, these depressions right here on the St. Johns River and a lot of places with current, that's actually a shell bar. Kind of looks like bluegill beds or something like that, if you know what bluegill beds look like. It's not bluegill beds, it's one spot where the current is not only wrapping around and hitting it, and so it washes it out, and that's those type of spots where shell really pops up, and you start to see those divots and depressions. And we're seeing here on the back side of it, we're seeing what we want to see, and that is some fish. Let me kind of keep scanning down this for a second before I flip around and show you what I'm talking about with the fish. It definitely is hard to see to an untrained eye what they look like. It's like we've seen about as far on that ledge as we can see, but let's go back here and look at it. So I'm gonna mark right here where this shell bed kind of starts. I like to mark, I'll go rock. Red rocks mean shell to me in my small brain. Anyways, if you kind of come back here, this right here doesn't look like much, but this is what we are looking for. You see some shadows right on the tip of where that comes in, some shadows up here, some shadows right there. Those are fish right there. Kind of zoom into it, we can see some of those areas where it looks like there's some fish set up in that spot. And we actually, you can tell there's current pulling us back this way. Cool, look at that. You can see the current moving. It's a good sign. So we'll do some fish. And you can kind of see on the map how they set up. It's pretty typical. We had a shell bar that runs like this right at the mouth of the backwater, and the fish are set up around the back side of it. They might be freaking bluegill or who the hell knows what, but let's make some casts, see what they are. Got it? That one's stuck. We're on the board, Cole. Almost. It's Florida fish fight, man. All right, St. Johns River. We got one. Finally. Not built quite like the Harris chain fish. These suckers are out here in the current eating. All right, fish number one. He ain't much. He's about bigger than everything I caught in the damn tournament, unfortunately. All right, number one, 115. It's not what we wanted, but it's what we deserve. So got him on a Carolina rig. Awesome bait for current fishing. Lets that worm or lizard or whatever you have down there just free swing around down there. Just kind of like a weightless plastic, like a weightless stick bait or something, except you get to fish on a 3/4, 1 ounce weight up there. So just right on the bottom, flashing around. They're gonna see it, I know that. See my perspective though, you can see they went to the left. So I did pre-practice down here in St. Johns. I didn't fish this part of it obviously because it was off limits, but this is kind of like what I saw. You'd see these really obvious groups of fish. Some of them, 40, 50 fish in the school, and you catch one and you're like, first cast, dong, right when it gets in there. And then you throw to them with all different presentations and just nothing. I did find a couple groups where I'd catch 4 or 5 out of them though. It's not like they're getting a ton of pressure up here. It's like, I know they run tournaments, but not anywhere close to here. You can see the group of them swimming to the right. So then I'll pan over to the right a little bit and you can see them out there. But they're not stupid, man. Gonna have to be sneaky in this event because these are the unpressured schools down here where there's not many tournaments, and I assume there's probably similar off limits and giant tournaments as we got. So these are just smart from either locals beating them up or they're really dialed into a really small bait or the timing's off. I don't know. What I do know is we found 2 good groups of fish and we got a 2-pounder to show for it. I don't like that. Not bad looking fish either, man. There's definitely at least some 2 3-pounders in there. That first place I got over the ledge in there and there was definitely some good ones mixed in. Let's try this little 6 cents underspin with a guy I can't show you on the back of it. It's kind of a weird thing, and I probably shouldn't share this, but a sneaky thing for ledge fishing is to, you know, you think of an underspin as a bait up in the column, fish over the fish's head, bait fish imitator, which it's great like that, but a lot of guys for a long time, and I've been doing it too, is dragging it. Dragging that underspin. You know, a side check rig might be good too in this event. I like this. Ooh, got him. It worked. That one feels better too. I like the 6 cents underspin though because it's got a lighter hook on it. Freaking snag one? What's the deal here? I did snag one. Oh my God, look what I got, Cole. Look what I freaking got. This is a first in here. We got a damn big ass blue crab. What in the world? I told you that freaking underspin was the deal, man. Dude, that's a big sumbitch.
Gonna eat him?
We should probably check the regs because that sumbitch is that's a delicious looking guy right there. Blue crabs for dinner. That's why you throw an underspin. All right. New goal. We're catching 30 of these guys. Okay, you got them. I'm gonna go open it. Ah, no, that was the best part to eat. No, they're good. Throw it in there too. What's that? We're making a YouTube video.
We could be famous, honey, almost.
You could be.
Hey, it's Tim and Faye. We're almost famous.
Tim and Faye. Almost.
We just got the wrong last name.
We just don't say.
Well, good luck today. Catch some big ones. All right. Tim and Faye. Like and subscribe. Well, I thought we'd be further from the ocean. We wouldn't see as much like this. Here we are. Baby. Not too bad. It ain't a fucking crab, I know that. Big crab. We got a green crab. Caught a blue one, now we got a green one. Green crab! I was about to get really sneaky and I was like, hey, I'll throw the worm cricket on a drop shot. Thanks, Cole. Marshall Cole, they call him. Cole Marshall. 7 inches, 1 pound, 10 ounce. Get him back in there. Might be something, not might be, it's definitely gonna be something we're gonna have to have some finessey stuff tied on because they're clearly not just like go out, find a school, rail. And that right there is why you don't boat flip. That's exactly what you want to see. Coming out of the mouth of a fucking creek right there, that's a mega school right there. Actually, this is something I like to see over here too. This right here. That's some bait off the edge too. So they got stuff to eat, man. All right, here we go. 6 cents hair jig. Fish just blowing everywhere. Oh my God. Had one on. It's like one of those memes, like, name a buddy that couldn't catch one right here. Right here. Jeez, that's crazy. I throw on the bottom, the whole school goes to the surface. I throw the surface, they all go to the bottom. Isn't fishing fun, Cole? God, finally. They're all like pretty good ones that were in that group too. better fish. Took them long enough to do it. Oh my God, this is so crazy how smart, and I think they're just dialed into little tiny bait. I've got a bait in mind that I'm gonna throw next up there that I think might get them going. 215, 214. Ain't what we need still, but it's a better one. All right, cool. Come on. Just had to say it. Maybe it is a pressure deal. This is a lot less obvious of a spot, you know? Freaking fighting ass Florida fish. Not a big one. Maybe the big ones are gonna bite here as the day goes on, but kind of a cool little backwater area we're in here. Bagging. 111. Okay, get him back in. They're blowing top water. Peck dicks. Hey, we got 5, Cole. What was the minimum size? 3 pounds? Sorry, I'm not funny. Not funny, Cole, my bad. It's nice when the scale's on still. Cole, we didn't keep that crab. It was against the law. I'm just kidding. It was not against the law, and we did keep the crab. 1-1. That's a freaking Harris chain bagging. Dude, 9 pounds, 3 ounces. It's a Florida limit. That means we're about to catch an 11 pounder. Let me show you guys this spot though. I'm not gonna show you on the map because I don't know, it's probably not gonna do much good, but basically what we got going on here is main river channel out there, bunch of current, right? And then back here, so that it kind of connects to the main river, so they can get out there and then get in here. Well, there's another little drain that comes through here, and there's just a little tiny bit of current running through it. And it's just a secondary type ledge. And I can see these fish. There's actually a shell bed. Let me turn it, it's kind of sideways. You can see over it, see those kind of depressions right there, like we were talking about on side imaging. You can see some of that on perspective too. Maybe if we dial it down closer, we'll be able to see it too. But that's where they're at. They're kind of roaming on that. There's a little drop off and there's bait up there. So I'll point it right at them right there. And on forward, I mean, you can't really do much. It's just reading current, seeing where the bait activity is, and then throwing something down there. I'm catching them on a Carolina rig, but I think that they might actually be moving bait right here, the way that they're active and set up and coming up and eating topwater and stuff. Still haven't found a topwater that they'll eat quite yet, which is kind of frustrating, but I got an idea for a bait a little bit later. Regardless, we can't be spending too much time here because we got our 5 now and we need quality. Kind of want to see a manatee. That's a coal fish. Colon boy. Thing about this spot too is you can see there's 2 boats out there now in the mouth getting all the pressure. This is a little bit more subtle spot Probably something we're gonna need to find when we get to derb time. That's good. I'll stay here for a second if we got more of these guys chilling. That's not a big one, but you guys get the point. 2.9. Cole's out of 1.1. We're up to 10.11. We're getting there, ounce by ounce. Beautiful Florida strain. I've thrown that rig through there a bunch of times. Let's pull this little underspin through there. Yes, my rod situation is getting more and more every minute. Got his ass. Came up and slurped that Waka Flocka. Not a big one, but Flock hair jig gets the bigs. Who would be calling me right now? Frank Scalish. What up, Frank?
What's up, dude?
Oh, I'm just out fishing on the St. Johns River.
Outstanding, man.
Yeah, something like that. Place kind of blows, but it's kind of cool. What do? Frickin' purposely swim in a Carolina rig? Ouch. Maybe put a big worm on like a swim worm on a big weight and stroke it. Got a 3-ounce Cole. 10-14. Oh, there's other people in the world. No. I threw it right where he spooked the shad out of the water. It was like the shad left the water, my bait hit right there. That's the only way to freaking catch these things. Slurped that cricket. Wow. Said I'm fishing till 5, right, today? That's a big one. That's every bit of 2 1/4. It's 2.11, 2.12. We're up to 11.15. That's almost 12 pounds, Cole. Guess I'm gonna have to keep the strolling bait freaking honest out there. Yeah, man. Dude, we just had to get the school fired up and drop it in their mouths. Why are they so angry? Fish with some tunes going in the background. Oh, broke my rod. Yeah. Out here on bait fish. I don't know why we're catching them. We've been here for like half an hour trying to fish this spot. Biggest of the day. Oh. 2.15. I thought we had a 3-pounder. We're up to 13 pounds. Cole, keep it going. They're definitely all better quality here, which is weird because it's kind of just a random little spot. This one really wants to get in the trolling motor. Little 6 cents prototype guy I've been working on for a while, Cole. Doesn't work. We about called all our guys out in this one spot. Freaking getting it when they get it. Just had to stop throwing the Carolinas rig. That's probably my bead right there, pieces of it in there. About to lose my scale. Battery getting low. 2.7. Cole's a 115. We have all 2-pounders now. 13.9, Cole. I'm the best fisherman alive! That one has maybe more weight to him, but probably not. Oh, my goodness. We're staying here till dark, Cole. It's only noon, too. That's the good thing about it. It's only about noon. Cole, get in there. Come on, buddy. Be kind and gentle to me and stuff. Finally, a decent fish. See, Cole, you can grab them like that in practice and they don't fucking come off. That's why I do it all the time. St. John's tournament might take less weight to win or do well than I thought because these fish are big frame and don't weigh very much. We'll see, but 310, Cole's a 2.7, that's 14.13. Nice one. Takes some freaking work, but might just be what it takes in the tournament too, just sticking on a spot that's got them. These fish are super dialed into really small bait and they're moving so fast you can't really scope them hardly. So I'm just waiting for one to blow up and then kind of looking around to see where the group of them are. If I throw at one fish, I can't even get it to think about reacting. Got to throw at a group of mad ones. Okay, back on the way to the Airbnb. Finished up, didn't get our goal. What do we have, Cole? 19 3/4 pounds or so? Yeah. Or 13 pounds or 14 or something like that. I don't know. It kind of sucked. It was tough. We found fish set up exactly how they should be, right at the mouth of some of those backwater areas. And then we kind of got in that one sneaky cut that was like a little secondary current seam that they were really loaded up and not intelligent. We just never got the quality bites that we needed. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. But the good thing is, you know, that's how I love to catch fish. That's my deal is scanning offshore, dragging, cranking, and now we've added the minnow to it too as we've progressed the forward facing so much. But it sucked we didn't get them. It's part of it. Hopefully that will be the last time we go to the St. John's River and not bust a mega bag with some quality fish. But from the looks of the clientele we saw on the shores of the St. John's River, I can tell you one thing, we will not be the only ones that went to the St. John's River and got crabs. All right, MFers, let me know if you want to see more editions of the Show and Go series, and we're gonna go get ready, get tied up, and get ready to go to practice first thing in the morning to have a better derb. All right, I'm out here. Peace. Oh my gosh.
Too fast.
Crab legs.